We're losing!
Teamwork, guys. More teamwork.
They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez Louise.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're gonna be winners.
What's the matter? You got nothing left inside, huh? Because you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access to?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right, look at all those faces on a Sunday morning. Holy shit. If that doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. Welcome to episode 159 of the Bad Fodder Figures podcast. It is early, Sunday. I have no idea who will show up, gentlemen, but here we are. You can tell that you two gentlemen have windows in your basement because it's very illuminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just my presence, the sun coming in, you know, rising to the heavens.
I got all kinds of lights on too.
Not me. I'm in a cave. No windows down here whatsoever. I have
The
no
apocalypse could happen there, and you would have no idea, would you?
idea. I'd have no clue. Zero.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, my sleep schedule's all thrown off. Was it yesterday? Lynn went down the Cape very early, and my dogs. The older they get, the more needy they become. Especially, they miss their mother, right? And so Lynn goes to the Cape very early. I'm yelling at the dogs, lay down, lay down. You know, I don't get up. You know, I know Matt gets up at 4:45 every day, but I don't get up until about 8:15. So she left the house about 6:30. Dogs are getting restless. Lay down, lay down. They're like, fuck you. So I had to get up early. I took a nap yesterday. I can't remember the last time I took a nap on my own. Like, I've fallen asleep. Just sitting here sometimes. But just like, you know what, I'm so tired, I'm going to go take a nap. And I threw off my whole sleep schedule last night. I tried to come down here and play games. And my dogs are upstairs howling and barking and making.
Oh gosh!
Because they're just alone. They're not barking like someone's like an intruder. They're like, I'm up here alone type barking. You know what I mean? Whimpering and barking. Now, I could bring them.
Can't. Yeah, I was going to say, can you bring them downstairs and have your door open where you can just kind of wander around, or?
My stairs are very steep to the basement, and one of my dogs is afraid of going down steps, so it would be an act of God to get her to come down these. And the other dog is older and gimpy, and so she has a hard time, and I really don't like her going down these particular steps because they're that laminate like Eric put in his house. You know what I mean? They slip.
Slide all down. Yeah. So your boys went with your wife?
No. My youngest.
So the boys don't interact with the dogs. I'd be like, go in the room with the boys.
No, the boys are up in their rooms.
I'd be like,
on the third floor. Yeah.
My dogs are like that too. But my daughter, she'll be in her room, right? And they'll just be in the room with her.
Yeah. Well, the more I talk about this, what I could have done is I could have taken them outside and then come into the garage, so they didn't have to deal with all the steps.
Yeah.
And then but I also don't like them down here. It's just one more fucking place I got to clean. You know what I mean? God damn. Can I catch a break? Can I have my own little place that, I don't have to fucking scrub and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a little tired, but here we are, Sunday morning.
Speaking of sleep and messed up schedules and stuff like that. So Noah is off every Friday. He works 4/10s. Okay. So this past Thursday, he had a friend sleep over at night. Okay.
What kind of friend?
And well, it was a girl, but she slept down here on the couch.
Sure,
right?
she did. Sure, she did.
No, she was down here on the couch. I made sure of that. Okay.
Okay.
And he was in his room that, and so I kind of forgot all about it. And this is where I work during the day.
Oh no, Matt's
pants
around the ankles.
Penthouse forums. Tell us, Matt, what happened?
Well, I wake up like I normally do, and I'm making my coffee and all that shit. And I'm taking my shower and stuff. And I just got a new laptop, so I knew that she was down here. So I was upstairs on the laptop, okay, working, doing stuff like that. And I kept hearing like this voices, and like the TV was on. I was like, what the fuck? Then I realized I have my Alexa back here, okay, and it's set to every day from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, play 700 WOW, so I get the news and all that shit going on. That was blaring. Probably woke her ass up at 6:30 in the morning. I was like, holy shit. So I had to quickly turn it off from my phone because I didn't want to come down here and say, Alexa, stop, while she's, fucking sleeping and shit. Oh, my God. And then lights were on. I was like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't going to be good. Hey, the good thing is she'll probably never come back.
That's the good thing.
Now, how come she didn't get the bed and Noah get the couch?
Noah's bed, he's got this real cool high bed, okay? And it would not be good for her to be up in there like that. No. No. And she was okay with it, and that, The couch down here is actually pretty goddamn comfy. It's a sectional, and it's got the big lounge part on the one side, so it's actually a very comfortable couch. I fall asleep in it all the time. But she probably did not have a good night's sleep, though, with everything going on. The cats were running around upstairs and shit, and she'll never be back.
Well, we got Fred French and Ian Hale in chat. Good morning, fellas. Matt,
what's up, Fred French?
A little disappointed, Matt, you didn't at least streak once, Oh, so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hey. What's going on here?
Speaking of which, Maniac yesterday posted on this thing on Facebook. Replace the first 4 letters of both of your name, first name and last name, with the word fuck. So both of you guys are fucker. If you just go with Matt.
Yeah. Fucker.
But I am.
Yeah.
But my new name from here on out is fuck honey. Just call me short. Awesome. Just for short, you can just call me fuck honey.
See how that goes over with Lynn.
Yeah. Good. Well, damn. How was the baseball this week, Matt? Scorekeeper 69 still got the skills.
Still got it. We had a game last night. We won 10-9 in the bottom of the 6th inning. We won.
That's a high score.
We were down 6-0. Came back and fought back, and we was winning 8-6 for a while. And then the other team tied it up, made it 9-9, and we came back in the bottom. Christopher with the winning RBI hit in the bottom of 6. I was happy about that. Scorekeeping is going great. I'm keeping track of everything. We had a little
extra French fries on the way home for him. Then he could get a medium instead of a small. Instead of the little pouch, you let him upgrade to a medium.
Yep, and instead of getting water, I actually let him get a pop. I actually let him get a Coke instead of just water.
Oh man,
expensive too.
Splurging.
Splurge, man. Yeah. 2 games in, and going well. We're 2-0 right now, so it's good.
All right. Well, let's mix it out. I don't have too much in the open this week, guys. Why don't we talk about what we've been playing? Knock that right out of the way, right here in the open, while we're lucid and awake, and not lulled to sleep by the news. So, Matt, what have you been playing this week? I know I've seen you playing some Borderlands 3. We finished It Takes Two, so whatever you want to jump in and talk about.
Let's talk about It Takes Two real quick. We finished that up, Thursday night? Wednesday night? We finished that up? Man, that was a fantastic game. Fantastic story. Great game. The mechanics in that game were really, really cool. The last part, we was going through the attic with the musical instruments and all that stuff, and that was pretty neat. Mike and I was trying to make music, but kind of failed miserably at it because I have no music knowledge at all.
There's got to be some videos out there of people actually making music.
There has to be,
especially with that piano or keyboard.
with the piano and that drum set. Yeah.
No.
But fantastic game. I know, Eric, you really enjoyed that game.
Oh,
It
man,
was
I love
really,
that
really
game,
cool.
man.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure what replay value there is to it unless we switch characters, but I mean, we've kind of played it
I think it's
once.
one of those things you could play annually, and then the next time you play it, you switch up your character.
Yeah.
So you get a
Right.
fresh perspective, and then let some time go by, and then it's remember each puzzle and mechanic.
hmm
I think
I'm
if you
still trying to get. Go ahead, Mike.
I think if you just jump right back in, the next day and play as a different character, it's not going to have the same appeal. Let it sit for a little.
I'm still trying to get more people on my friends list. I try to hit them up and say, "Hey, let's play this. Let's try this," because I want to play the other character. Nobody's playing it. Nobody knows about it. Everybody's like, "Hey, I don't have that game." I'm like, here we go.
It's doing very well on the Xbox. I just saw some NPD numbers this morning, and it's in the top 10 for March.
Yeah, should be.
It was good. Just a wonderful game. I recommend everybody should be playing it.
Did you feel the ending was a little too on the nose? Did you want it to be so, spot on, or did you want a little sizzle?
You knew what they were going to get back together. Spoiler
Right.
alert. But I think it was a little. It was good, but it was kind of
Too wholesome.
dry. Yeah, kind of.
dry. Dry is probably a good word for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good though.
It wasn't about the ending. It was a journey to get to
Right.
the ending.
Yeah, and Eric, I don't think that's much of a spoiler. I think you pretty much knew from the beginning of the game that the point of the game was for them to, get back together. But it would have been a hell of a twist. They didn't say, "Yeah, fuck it, we're still getting divorced." Bitch. Sorry.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, then a lot of Borderlands 3 going through. That new director's designer cut thing they got going out and all that. I've been building my Zane. I got a new Zane build that I've been working on. I've been farming for loot for him to get the guns and stuff I need. And it's been going really well, actually. It's been doing pretty good.
So you've been playing the director's. I don't know much about the designer or director's cut. They're two separate things. Designer was released a while ago. I think that introduced the arms race mode.
Yeah.
And then the director's cut was last week. Is that actual content to play in director's cut?
I don't know. I know I've got one more DLC from the last one I got to finish at that where you got to go in that dude's mind. It's kind of I hear it's kind of psychedelic. I got to do that and then see what opens up after that. I suppose I don't know.
Gotcha.
But it introduces another skill tree for your character and a couple other things. I know, but I'm not sure about story wise what's going on with the new stuff. But it's been fun. It's been good. Like I said, I really enjoy this build that I've got going on. I'm really chewing up bosses and stuff. I'm playing on Mayhem 6 a lot. So
Mayhem 6, wow.
Yeah, I might actually bump that up to 7 or 8. The thing, every time you do that, though, you gotta get. I don't say you have to, but the weapons and shit level up with the Mayhem. So like I've got Mayhem 6 level guns and stuff. I got a couple of Mayhem level 10 stuff, but yeah, so they kind of level up with you. So you kind of if you go up, then you have to get new guns for that Mayhem level. Now, if you just go all the way to 10 and get the weapons you want on 10, then all right, you're sweet, you're good, you're set, you're golden for whatever levels you want to play.
I'll have to try that out because I just don't remember I was really doing much past Mayhem 2. So they must have really done some tweaking to that to make it palatable to play 6 and 7. Otherwise, you just die all the time.
Well, that's what you have to build your way up with the different guns and stuff. And if you get a good build, then you really can do some damage with some of that shit. But if you go from 1 to 10, you're going to get fucking wrecked. There's no doubt about that. Even going 1 to 6, you're going to get wrecked because it adds modifiers like you got all your characters, but there's modifiers like now all of a sudden there's like this drone that flies above a character that like constantly shielding them, so you got to shoot the drone, then the character and shit like that, or you kill someone, a heart comes up and it's healing other people. The worst is on Mayhem level 10. Sometimes when you kill people, this head pops up called death, and it chases you around, and once it hits you, you die. So you got to
So
shoot it to kill it.
That's aptly named.
Yeah, yeah. And it is. It's dead. You kills a son of a bitch. Now you can do your second wind, of course, but
Yeah.
that thing is a bullet sponge.
I'll have to jump in and try it out, see what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know. Get in with you. We can jump around. Of course, it always scales up when there's more people playing. So, but there's definitely some bosses to farm to get loot and shit like that I've been doing. That's been really enjoyable. So I did a research on internet for a Zane build, and I found one that a lot of people really like. So I just respect my character and stuff, and redid some things, and it's really going great.
Cool. Any
And
updates?
that's about it.
Any updates to the games visually? They made this thing compatible for the Series X and S a while ago, but have they done anything else that you can tell?
No, it looks the same. You still got the option in the beginning to do performance or graphics mode, and performance looks better with it looks
frames.
clearer. Yeah, 60 frames looks clearer. So, yeah, I've definitely been doing it that way. So,
and then we did some Division 2.
That's right. Yeah, we finished. Well, we don't say we finished, but we did all the strongholds and stuff there, which opened up a whole new thing for Division 2 as far as, the maps like reset and shit. You gotta go back through and clear out strongholds and all that stuff. But I think I might kind of skip that and maybe go straight to New York now and start doing some New York shit.
Yeah, I got to decide what I want to do. I got a few strongholds to finish on World Tier 1. And then I was probably going to bounce. Well, I already been to New York on PlayStation, but then I could bounce to New York on the Xbox.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do the New York thing next. Jump into that probably. I don't know.
All right. Lots of stuff to play.
Oh yeah, and baseball's coming out too this week.
That's right.
Tuesday, right?
Yep. Now, Matt, you said Noah has already purchased this. Have you been able to get your sweaty mitts and play a little, take a few swings?
I have not. He has not let me get my paws on that game to play. He's let me look at it and see it, but I have not been able to play it. It looks good, and I need to ask him about the controller. What kind of feedback the controller is giving them?
Yeah,
I didn't ask him that, but yeah. So it looks good.
People are saying, I don't know. I was listening to one podcast the other day, and someone, I don't know, they must still live at home with their dad or what, but someone came in and was like, "Oh, I didn't know the Rockies were playing." And today, and it was just a game. It wasn't the broadcast.
Wow. So it's out on PlayStation?
Well, you could get it on PlayStation now if you buy like one of the earlier versions. It gives you 4 days
Early access.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. If you got, I think you got the
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, that's one that Noah bought. So
that's like $80 or something. No, 90.
I think so.
Yeah, $84.99, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because the game is what, $70 now, right? The regular game, $70,
$69.99.
$69.99.
I was thinking about it, but I just don't have that much time this weekend. I was like, fuck, it'll already be. By the time I play, it'll already be out.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting on Game Pass here next week and checking it out on the Xbox, man.
Yeah. All right, Eric, what have you been up to? What have you been playing?
I've been playing, man. I played through since they updated Ratchet and Clank. I played through that all the way. I'm on my second playthrough, man. I just love that game, and it looks really, really good. I mean, you should see it. That how they bumped up the graphics and everything. It looks really good. So I've been playing that a lot. Overwatch, of course. You see behind me, I was going to play this Resident Evil Village demo. I think it's out right now. You can play it. And I'm going to try that. I haven't played it yet. I think it's a...
yeah, we have that in the news story coming up. I was going to ask you. Yeah, it dropped last night.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. But I'm going to play it today for sure. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
Nice.
You play?
But that's
all you played. That's all you played this week. Too busy at the job.
Yeah, and Overwatch. I always play Overwatch constantly.
People have been raving about the Overwatch update. People I've seen online.
Yeah, big update come out for something?
Well, I think they bumped up the
Yeah.
frame rate and stuff. And Hoodie
Okay.
Ninja is in chat wondering at what point during this gen will we stop having to choose between 4K or 60 frames per second on consoles, or we're going to have to wait for the half-step models or the next gen? It's a good question. I don't know if I'm in a position to answer that. I could certainly speculate. I would probably say I would think more games that are built for these systems from the ground up, you probably won't have to wait. But anything that's like already out or being developed like just like right now, you're probably gonna have to deal with that for a bit. But once they probably hit their stride in development, I would think maybe you wouldn't have these decisions. But who knows? Maybe people enjoy that. I don't know.
Get
They
these
don't-
games optimized. Yeah, optimized for the system and that.
Like the newer games coming out, is like Returnal going to be all like bumped up and everything as it should be because it's not being developed for the PS4, is it?
I don't. Not 100% on that. If I had to guess, I think it's just PS5. But are they doing that because there's a certain segment of the people out there that just don't have the TVs for it, so they don't want to like let's say if the option was only 4K and 60 frames per second, are they leaving like if for people that just have 1080p's? Like what does that do?
But doesn't it automatically dumb it down to whatever your TV can handle?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
gonna-
I'm not a developer, guys. I just pretend that I am. I don't know if that's what it does.
I'm thinking it should do that. I'm thinking your TV should max it out automatically, or your PlayStation or Xbox Series should max it out automatically.
So is the issue
Yeah,
here?
I mean,
Is the issue here if there was both 4K and 60 frames per second, the current systems just can't do that? There has to be one or the other.
I think it's what you said before, where the games aren't really optimized for the new systems and everything right now. And once they do that, once they get the games built solely for these systems, then they'll be able to do 4K and 60 FPS.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I know like some computers, struggle, doing that at the same time. So it can, from a technical standpoint, can these consoles even do that?
I don't know.
Consistently over like the long haul. Like let's say a big beefy game like Cyberpunk comes out with the next update, and it's 4K and 60 frames per second. Can the Xbox you stop playing that for like a 5-6 hour session? Can the thing gonna fucking get hotter than it already is and fucking just take off and explode?
Let me say this. Let me say let's use Ratchet and Clank for example. I don't think I need Ratchet and Clank at 4K. I think I need it at 60 frames though because there's so much stuff going on in the so a 4K Ratchet and Clank or a 4K Borderlands, that's like a cartoon looking, right? So why would you need 4K of that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But 60 frames, yeah.
All I know is I paid for the TV that can do that. So that's why I
Yeah.
want both there.
I mean, me too. Me too. But if I don't want to stress out the PlayStation trying to achieve something that you really can't notice with your bare eye. You know what I mean?
Right. And knock on wood, these systems to date have been very, very quiet.
Yeah.
Right. And we all remember what it was like on the fucking PS4.
Shit, airplane, rocket, ship, take it off. Yeah.
How that didn't get more blowback is beyond me. How people just accepted it. I just knew I had to put headphones on so I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I mean,
It just seems like that got like swept under the rug as like, all right, well, that's just because they designed it poorly and the system's, trying to cool things down.
Let's segue a little bit. Let me take this. Let's talk about headphones. You guys still haven't used the Microsoft headphones anymore? Because I use mine and they're fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't had any drops of anything. I play Overwatch constantly, and there's nothing I can say that's wrong with those things, man.
Maybe I gotta get mine out and update them and see what's.
Maybe it's our
see if
Orbi,
there's an update or something.
Maybe the
Maybe
Orbi interferes with them. I mean, otherwise,
know.
Eric, what do you have in that room that's different than what we have? I'm trying to think of like what could be the interference. You got 2 TVs. Okay, I have a TV and 2 monitors here. You have an Xbox. I have an Xbox. I have a PS5. You have a PS5. I mean,
I have no idea.
the only thing that I have in my office that you don't have that could cause interference is the Orbi.
Yeah, I don't have that, but I haven't had. I played for a couple hours, no drops. Sounds fantastic. 100% of the time.
Be curious to get you in on a party and see what your sound is compared to ours too.
Now that's one thing I haven't tried yet is the voice. I haven't talked to anybody, so maybe throwing that in there throws a wrench in the system. But
I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, they're just sitting here on top of my Series S. I got them draped around each air cup on each side of the system.
So you haven't tried them again at all? You just said
They're
scratch
fucking
these.
they're dead to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, my gaming time is finite, and if I had if my work has been kicking my ass all week, and I just had dinner, family time, and now I just want to like zone out and not have any sort of strife in my life. I don't want to be fucking wrestling with the goddamn headset giving me issues when I could when I could just wear no headset and just have my TV cranked, or I can put on one of the other 1,000 headsets I own and not have any issues.
Yeah.
I is asking what frequency do they use? I do not know that, but I think they use their own proprietary. Is it 2.4? But they also use their own proprietary wireless bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like a standard wireless connection. Xbox added some shit into it or something like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I was just curious about that. I was like, wow.
And what do you think, Eric? Are they do you feel like they're comfortable on you?
Yeah, I played maybe for an hour and a half straight. No problem. You know how sometimes that foam gives you that I didn't get that, but so far so good.
Yeah. What'd you think about the mechanics of adjusting the headset? Like Matt said, pretty intuitive, right?
Yeah. Really bass heavy too. I was surprised at that.
A lot of people have said that, yeah.
Yeah.
You can go in and adjust that.
Yeah.
Now, did you turn on Dolby with it? Did you go into the audio settings and have the Dolby Atmos?
Yep. Got all that stuff figured out. Only thing I'm curious, like Matt said, I'm curious about the mic. I don't know how that sounds yet, and I haven't done the phone thing. You said you can hook it up to your phone,
right? At the same time, yeah. Well, this coming week we'll have to play some, home run derby and MLB the Show.
That'll be cool.
We'll all strap on the Xbox headsets. And we'll see what type of fucking anger, how quickly Matt or myself jumps out of fucking party and is like, fuck this shit.
Bullshit. Fuck this. Yep, exactly.
Or Matt will drop out because fucking Joey Votto's swinging and missing all the time. Goddamn, I watched a full baseball game yesterday for the first time in forever. Red Sox against the White Sox.
Did they have those yellow uniforms on?
They did. They did the city uniforms for the marathon.
Yeah.
They wearing them today too.
Yeah.
Man, it was a fucking I think it was a 4:00 start. And it didn't finish till 7:45. It went nine.
Christ.
It went 9 innings. It didn't go any extra innings or anything like that. But it's like the first time since my childhood that the Sox don't have a superstar. You know what I mean? And you don't know. Matt. I'm not trying to pick on you here, but you don't understand how relevant they are to the game until they're gone. So I can think of, as a kid, Fisk and Carlton Fisk and Jim Rice, right? Then we had Roger Clemens and Mo Vaughn, Nomar, Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, Mookie Betts, go on down the line. The superstars.
Big Papi.
Big Papi, right? They just have, J.D. Martinez, nice ball player, consistent hitter. Xander Bogaerts, good, solid shortstop, always going to be in the top 5 shortstops of the league. But they get no one with any bite or sizzle. I mean, even when Mookie was here, Mookie just played on the, was a tremendous player, but he didn't have that like superstar persona, kind of very quiet. I mean, he's developing a little bit of that in Los Angeles with the Dodgers. Now you got 2 world championships, you got the big contracts, so you're gonna, you have no one to apologize about. But they had nobody on this team, so it's like fucking watching paint dry. Is kind of what I'm saying. It's just there's no pop, there's no sizzle. Yeah, you got a lot of grinders, and in the long run, maybe that's all you need. But championships, Matt, they just wear you down. You got so many. I carry these championships around all day. the burden of all this fucking winning, right? And I go watch these games, and I'm like, where, there's nobody here. Who, I don't know who this guy is that's starting. I don't,
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing.
It's a hell of a thing.
I need, and we're not, we're not some little podunk town, right? We're fucking Boston. We got big bucks. You got, LeBron fucking owns half this team, a percentage of this team now. You got deep pockets and ownership. And I know that's burned them in the past, but man, they got no friggin' superstars on this team. That's odd. It's odd. It's like
What's
watching.
your record? What's your record right now?
9-4, second best team in the league.
We're 9-5,
but no superstars.
So
The hell.
What the hell? When they just been burned, they signed a lot of bad contracts. They signed David Price. Went to the, just stunk out the joint. My team doesn't stink out. That's the whole part. They're second best in the whole goddamn league. Anyways,
Reds are kicking ass out there.
Yeah, Reds are what, 9-5?
9-5, man. They're kicking ass. They are fucking offense heavy right now.
The Nationals stink. The Nationals stink. 5-7. Got it.
Yeah, Red Sox are doing very well. They got a little engine that could type mantra. You know what I mean? No one expects anything of us, and now they're in first place, and the Yankees are in last place. Did you see the Yankees last night, Friday night?
No.
What they do?
They got blown out 8-2 by the Rays, and all their fans started throwing baseballs on the field and throwing shit into. They just started booing and throwing shit into the field. And a bunch of people in the outfield had baseballs and were throwing them out in the field. And the Yankees announcers were like, "This is disgraceful. I understand you're upset with the team. No one expected them to be, where they are, and no one's more disappointed than the players. But this is New York. You can't be doing this, And then they had to go over the loudspeaker, and
I have to get on my MLB TV and go to that and watch that and see what's.
Yeah, they
check
were
it out
upset.
TV.
It's like the Philadelphia Eagles fans throwing batteries at Santa. They were just, but the thing was the Yankee players were hitting at that time, so they were just throwing shit at. Looked like they were throwing shit at Tampa, but they weren't upset at Tampa. They were upset at the fucking Yankees. They were upset at their own team. All right, get back to what we've been playing. We already talked about It Takes Two in Division 2, so I played those with you this week. But really, for me, it's just been more Outriders. And I did some co-op with Maniac this week. See him in chat right now. And still, a little bit of lag going on in co-op. Doing my Devastator move where you go up in the air and then you figure out who you want to attack and you come down. There's still a little bit of lag with that. But the story is getting better, but I'm falling asleep. Literally, guys, I'm falling asleep in the game. And I don't know because yesterday I was just extremely tired, but I was dozing off. I just feel like it's the same old shit, just slightly different environments. Although some of these new worlds that you're going to at the very end of the game are very fucking detailed. The artistic value of them is high quality, but just the combat is the same over and over again. And I'm trying to push myself to get to the end of the story and see what the hell all these expeditions are. I'm looking at people on Reddit, and they have nothing but legendary, all their weapons, all their gear, everything like that is legendary. I'm seeing people say they put 100 hours into the demo. A, I'm like, where are these people finding this time? And then B, how are people finding it that good to grind? I mean, granted, I have no interest in grinding for a particular weapon. I don't give a shit about like how good the weapon is. I'm not going to grind for something like that. But I'm trying to get to the end of it without dozing off, and I find myself literally head bobbing, like I'm fucking watching like one of my wife's movies or something like that. So I gotta refine my mojo with this game so I can push to the end and just at least see it to the end of the story. But it feels very repetitious just with they're just putting in slides, like the backgrounds are changing, but the fights are always the same, the enemy types are always the same, and no. I just got.
Are you getting
I'm getting fatigued.
Decent loot? You getting decent loot at all? I mean, is that part of it where he's kind of boring with not getting good loot or anything?
I don't have any legendaries from just a regular drop. My legendaries come through story-based, completing story stuff, or completing side quests where you hand in the reward. So I have 3 legendaries right now. I'm playing on World Tier 7, which is the highest level I can play on right now. I haven't locked anything higher than 7. And I'm just getting epics all the time. So all my gear is all purple, except if I've mixed in any of the legendaries.
So what's the difference of like say Outriders and say like a Borderlands? You know what I'm saying? They're both kind of a grind. But what keeps you interested in Borderlands and not like Outriders?
I guess Borderlands is more story-based in some aspect. And probably Borderlands, if I was to be honest, is more of a nostalgia thing for me, right? You're always playing Borderlands 3 to hopefully to get to that sweet spot of Borderlands 2. You're always chasing what you've played in the past, if I was to be honest. But I'm just not someone who grinds for a weapon. So maybe these games for me is not... I mean, while I enjoy them the most... It's just not who I am. I'm not going to sit there for hours and try to get a whole gear set and try to get, this particular. That just, I'm not. I don't do that in real life. I don't like guns in real life. Why am I in my fake life? Am I sitting here grinding for a particular fucking gun? No, I'm all about story. Give me Uncharted, Last of Us type stuff. That's give me the story based. But the power of the skills when you can play them solo are very, very appealing and very satisfying. So me and Matt switched over to the Division 2, and it took us, I think, took me about 20 minutes to adapt to going back to a play style where I didn't have those skills, and we were dying frequently. And I was like, I got to reset here, Matt. I'm thinking I'm still playing Outriders, and I'm going right up to these dudes and trying to do all my moves, and I was like, this is not the game.
Yeah.
The story is, like I said, it is getting better, though, in Outriders the more you play it. I mean, it's very terrible. It's almost, like, real bad in the beginning story-wise, but it picks up. Now, whether they stick the landing or not, I have no idea. But it does get a little bit more compelling as you go. But this game isn't the only one that has done this before, but you just tell me this. Is there, like, a Russian arms dealer in all these video games that we don't know about? Because... you're playing against, I'm fighting these enemies right now who look to be somewhat, natives of the land. They don't appear to be regular, humans. They don't appear to be aliens. There's some sort of hybrid of between the two. But yet they have fucking guns like, full-fledged guns like you're playing in Gears, right? Everybody's got fucking guns. Who's supplying these people with the guns? Where are these guns being manufactured? Am I just supposed to accept this?
Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah.
You're digging too deep, bro.
Yeah. It's breaking my immersion. I'm fucking fighting these, natives of the land, and I'm expecting them to have some sort of more primitive, but still, deadly weapons. But nope, they got the same fucking guns I do. Is it like the XFL where they put the football in the middle and everybody had to run to the football and whoever got it back got the ball first? So they put all the fucking guns in the middle and half the team got the guns and the other half. And now we're good to go.
Yeah, and what's it with animals and monsters that carry ammo and money? Universal cash on them also. That you can collect. I was like, come on, what's up with this?
No, I mean it's a very derivative game. You can see that they took a lot of styles and mushed it all together into a paste. For a while there, you feel like you're playing a Monster Hunter game. it switches. You go back and forth from fighting monsters and regular, enemies with guns. But you hit a stride in the middle of the game where you're fighting some very big monsters, and it's like all of a sudden I'm in Monster Hunter. I didn't know I turned my Switch on. And then it definitely has like the Gears vibe, especially since they developed Gears Judgment, and then the whole looting thing. You feel like it could be a mix of Division and Destiny. Certainly, the menus seem to be derivative from Destiny.
Yeah.
What's the playthrough time of the story?
I wish I knew. I mean, Xbox does not do a good job of telling you. You know what I mean? Like on PlayStation now, you can go and see your total hours played. I mean, I got to probably, if I had to estimate, I'm probably north of 30 hours.
Is it like a 80-hour game, something like that?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's supposed to be somewhere between 30 and 40 hours.
So you're close, probably.
I'm close. I'm definitely close to the end. There's no doubt about it, because you can see this cloud. Like when you go to your menu and you have to travel everywhere, you everything is covered by cloud, and I can see like all the way to the right now. It's almost open.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
And there's some gameplay to be had there. I wish co-op was a little bit better. Still a little laggy. Jay felt that, when I played with him, he wasn't getting the purples as much as he was before. So we played, and then he started getting a lot of blues instead. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because I'm on like a higher level, and then we went into his game, and it was too easy for me. And then it, so then it affected the drops. I don't know. Like if the game said, all right, you're bringing in this level 27 character to an area that should really be, level 20, 22. So therefore we're going to affect your drops. I would think that would not matter. I would think it would only matter by your world tier, but
I know I got to play the game some more, but I'm definitely happy that I did not pay for this game.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. I'm happy.
I'm surprised you didn't, though.
What's
your track record of late? I am surprised that you didn't buy it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good there. I'm starting to slow back on instant purchases and stuff.
No, you gotta save that stim money.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think we're getting another one, so I got to save some of this.
All those medium fries you're doling out over there,
Well, yeah. I mean, if he keeps getting hits, man, I'm going to go broke.
No updates to the kitchen yet. No work. No prep work. Nothing.
We went out and we've been tile shopping, looking for tile and stuff that we want to get. We just got to find someone and buy it.
I saw this great porn meme the other day. You guys have seen it, and this girl says, "Oh, when I watched porn in my 20s, I was like, look at that chick. She's got fabulous breasts. Now I watch porn in my 30s, and I'm like looking at the background, going, that tile must be $20 a square foot."
Yeah, everything's so expensive too right now. Holy shit, everything's expensive. Like we're redoing our deck, and deck board is fucking up through the roof. And yesterday I went and bought grass seed and fertilizer and that was about $182. Like, motherfucker.
Dang.
How much fertilizing you doing?
Well, my whole yard here, about, I don't know how many square feet I got, but about a quarter of an acre.
You just dump it all down at once?
Yeah, I'll go through and I'll spread it, and then a couple weeks later I'll spread more.
I'll spread it. A couple of weeks, I'll spread it more.
But the grass seed, I got some bald spots I got to take care of with
the bald spot.
Grass seed.
Speaking of spread it, you got to be doing your prep work tomorrow, Glove Box. Aren't you getting your whatchamacallit on Tuesday the 20th? Look at his face. He's like, what?
What are you talking about?
Your colonoscopy. You said last week you get your colonoscopy on the 20th.
Nah, they push it to the 30th.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you have to do your prep work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Yeah, they pushed it to the 30th. I don't know why, but that's cool too. I really don't want to do it. But
but you got it.
I mean, I guess.
Spread them and smile. Well, you'll
Yep.
be passed out,
Yeah, I'll be out, and they'll be
rummaging around, like doing like a dungeon crawl in there, right? Looking for a chest.
A loot
that's
cave.
the word, like rummaging. Yeah, that's
You'll be rummaging around in your loot cave. Hopefully,
It's
they
coming.
don't find a glitch in there.
no glitches. It's coming for you two bastards, and I can't wait.
Well, Matt's already had it done by now.
yeah, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's coming.
I'm waiting for the guy to. I'm waiting for the secretary at the place to give me a call to schedule mine.
Yeah, I'm so fortunate to have my daughter schedule mine for because she works there. So I'm like,
Now she just does like front desk work, or is she like in the procedure?
no, she's not. She's the front desk work. She's the scheduling and all that stuff.
So I know we touched upon this very briefly last week, but who sets out in their career path and says that's what I want to do?
I don't think she ever did that. They were hiring, and she
No,
was
I'm
like,
not talking about.
buddy. I don't think you talk about like the doctors and
Right,
stuff.
Yeah.
you know,
okay.
your daughter's one thing. That's booking is, whatever.
I think
If you're booking a tonsil or you're booking a butt doctor, you're just a
Same
scheduler.
thing.
Yeah.
But
think,
I'm saying like who goes to
doctor-
nursing school and says I want to help the proctologist?
I
Like
think
how-
they find it interesting for some reason. I mean, they think it's interesting. I don't know why.
Man, I'm with Mike. I mean, yeah, I'm
it's
going to go
good.
to
I guess
medical
it's
school.
steady work.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to medical school, but what kind of medical doctor you want to be? I want to be a foot doctor. I want to work on people's nasty ass feet
would
all
think,
day.
I would think, Matt, you would want to be a gynecologist.
No,
you know what?
you would not want to be a
Yeah.
gynecologist. The same reason you probably wouldn't want to be a butcher. The same,
Right.
you don't want to see like bad meat and then have to go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's always one piece of good meat and then 5
Exactly.
million bad meats.
Oh,
You know
there's
what I
gonna
mean?
be so
'Cause
many
you gotta
blown out.
figure, 90% of the time, 90% of the time, they're coming there because there's an issue. Okay. And you don't want to have Arby's for lunch, and then all of a
No.
sudden you go and you see someone's big old beef curtains that are all like mice that fucking blew an O-ring, and just fucking Arby's sauce and shit coming out of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think doctors are interested in that type stuff. I mean, it interests them, I guess. I don't know.
See, the doctors doesn't. I don't question that so much because it's just there's money to be made, right? But and I'm not trying to minimize nurses, but there's just a shit ton of nurses, and like you could be do you get paid more to like be the nurse that inserts the thing that like keeps you? I don't know. I haven't had a colonoscopy done yet, but I've had the endoscopy, right? So I guess the nurse that comes to me is just checking on me prior to going in, and she's with me during the procedure. So when you have the endoscopy, there's the doctor who's doing the rummaging around, and they got the what do they call the IV person? What's their official title?
Anesthesiologist?
And there you go. You got that person with you, and then you have a nurse, right? So you have 3 people in the room when you're doing endoscopy, right? So I assume when you're getting your butt done, it's the same thing. Like, how do you decide you want to be like that nurse? You just fall into it. Like you just become a nurse, and you just get like basic level like of knowledge, and then there's just an opening at the butt doctor, and that's where you go. So
Maybe.
So you're just not premeditated. Like I want to go be a butt doctor nurse. You just nope, I'm a nurse, and this is where there's a job opening. I'm going to apply and.
I don't know. Money motivates everything, though. So maybe the nurse at the butt doctor gets paid a little bit more than the nurse at the,
at the regular, foot
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah. I don't
Alright.
know.
Though let's see, no other podcast is going to segue from Outriders into fucking colonoscopies
And rummaging,
and
right?
rummaging. Yeah.
Around Eric's loot cave.
hell of it. Put that in the imagery spank bank. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, God. Although, Matt, we did watch a fabulous video this week, didn't we?
Oh, my goodness.
Right, right before it takes. It was Wednesday night, game night on Wednesday night.
Yeah, you sent me that. You sent me that link. And, oh my goodness.
What was the video of?
Oh, it was a live. It was live, like chatterbait of these 2 women, just very up close, cunnilingus, just very, very in depth.
Very sloppy. Very sloppy.
It was so in depth that she was wearing goggles.
She had goggles on. She had a mask, goggles on, because it
was like Niagara Falls at one point.
Jeez. Well, I guess that's a good thing.
I don't know what I was. You go down these rabbit holes, right? And I landed on something the other day. I don't know. Maybe the person was on ChatterBait, and then she had like an Instagram. That seems logical. Like how I got on Instagram, looking at this person, a very thick, blonde chick, right? Big boobs, and at the very top, followed by Glovebox, followed by Vic Joe.
Right. I just click follow.
Click all. Follow all.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's segue over to some news. All right.
Really? Okay. Do you hear what he just said? He just said, why don't you, for once in your life, just do the fucking news? All right. No. I'm gonna do the fucking news. No. Here is the fucking news.
All right. The PS5 is the fastest selling console in U.S. history, gentlemen.
Still can't get them though. Jeez.
You can. Oh, it's the fastest selling console in U.S. history, according to market research. Sony's console is the fastest selling ever in the U.S. in both unit and dollar sales. That's lifetime sales within 5 months on the market. So they sold 4.5 million units globally in 2020. In February, Sony said it was on track to sell over 7.6 PS5 units by March 31st. They expected demand to continue throughout their fiscal year, which ends March 22, although they do forecast that there's going to be a continued shortage due to the chip shortage. But they say they'll make every effort to secure enough materials.
Wow. Okay.
So I've been seeing some people online who are sort of die-in-the-wool PlayStation people abandoning ship or being their tweets have sort of moved over to Xbox and throwing shade at PlayStation, Eric, saying, come on, you need to wake up and get on board. It's all about the services, and you need to start competing with Game Pass. Easy for you to say when it's not your money, right? I'm sure Game Pass is a big undertaking for Xbox financially. Do you think PlayStation will do something like Game Pass within this year? And B, do you think they need to do so?
I think they're going to show something to counter Game Pass around E3 time. I mean, you got to do something because nobody's going to pay $70 for a game when you're getting it for free on Game Pass. So you got to come up with something, I think. So I think the minds over at PlayStation right now are seriously thinking about something.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Matt? Well, Matt's blowing his nose.
Well, I don't know. I think Game Pass is a moneymaker for Xbox for sure. I mean, they're making some bank off those subscriptions. Okay.
So far, they say they're not, but I understand the point of view that more and more people are coming in. They're eventually going to, but they supposedly right now they're not in the black with it.
Okay, I haven't heard that. So, but I mean, they're. You get how many subscribers times $10 a month or $15 a month, depending on the level you get there. And I think the biggest thing that PlayStation has to offer is, if they do some type of services, those first-party games need to be on there day one, like they are for Xbox. Not a year down the road. Okay, here's God of War now. Now that it's been out, people paid for it. Okay, now it's free now or something like that. I think they need to kind of match it with. Have these blockbusters come out now on the service.
Has Xbox done that though, day and date for blockbusters? The answer is no, because they don't have any blockbusters.
Not yet. The only
wait a minute. Gears 5. Gears 5 outright. Now, granted, they're not blockbusters, but they are, AAA games that are day one on Game Pass. MLB The Show.
We're talking first party. So Outriders, and MLB. The
I'm not
Show
talking
are
first
not-
party. I'm just talking big games that need to be out.
Well, I'm just trying to have apples to apples comparison because God of War, Uncharted, Last of Us, those budget for those games are not the same as Outriders, Gears 5.
You think Halo is in that space?
Halo could be an interesting comparison because just the amount of time and how many times they've had to delay the game and rework the game and the amount of people that are working on it. So that could be more comparable. I just think it's probably an incredible pill to swallow for the amount of money those good, like let's say God of War cost, and then just to give it away for free on day one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do they need to do something like that long term? Probably. I mean, that seems like the way the industry is going. Do they do something with PlayStation Now, rebrand it, repurpose it, so they don't lose those subscribers? Those people don't feel like they've been now ostracized, that there's now something new and better, and they have to cancel PlayStation Now and move over. Do they rebrand it? You know, they've given you a lot of games though with the PlayStation Plus collection. They give you a lot of games, good games with the with the PS Plus.
Mm-hmm. I think a rebranding. I don't think a new service. I think I agree with you. They need to just rebrand what they have. Otherwise, people get pissed off. Like, now I got to cancel this, start this, or do I have to have both now? Yeah.
But if you're giving away games on Plus, right, every month, and you rebrand Now to where games are day and date, and you're gonna, because Now has a history of all those PS3, PS4 games in the vault. I think you're doing too much right there, right?
Smarter minds than me got to figure it out if they feel like they really truly need to compete. Now the numbers say they don't need to compete, right? That they're doing just fine. That they have more people that want them than they can supply them with, right?
I think, but over time, Microsoft is going to, pop the clutch, and they're going to have, okay, these games starts coming out, these games that they've been developing, whatever, all these first party games are going to start coming out, and Sony's going to be, they're going to have to do something.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. That there's going to become a cyclical point where Sony doesn't have a lot of first party stuff to release because they're being developed, and that could hit at the time that Microsoft's got 23 studios now. That some of those, let's say 8 of those 23 are ready at the same time within the same sort of 2 to 3 month span. Certainly that will cast them in a better light than Sony at that particular time, who might not have anything to show.
Yeah.
And then you get those 8 games that come out and they're just free on Game Pass, day one. All right, moving on. The big update this week is out for the PS5 system. I know, Matt, you don't have it, but I'm sure Noah might have done the update. Mm-hmm. Eric, we can now use external hard drives for cold storage. So that big hard drive you showed us a few weeks back, you can use on your PlayStation 5. The downside is you cannot download directly to it. You have to download to your if it's a PS5 game, that is. So if you're downloading, let's say, the new Abe Soulstorm game that just came out, you would not be able to download that directly to your external. You would have to download it to your internal and then move it to the external for cold storage. Yeah. Looks like you can also now use multiple externals, but not at the same time. So let's say you fill up your whole PS4 library on that big sucker you just got, and then you got a few more games that you forgot about. You can unplug it, plug the other external in, and then you just got to keep in mind what's on what, and you can bounce between the two, but you cannot have them in the system at the same time.
Okay.
So what do you think about the cold storage, Eric? Is that a step in the right direction? I know we're all waiting for the internal, card, but
yeah, I think it's a good thing for right now because it helps with the shifting stuff around and the freeing up space on your main one. But the huge deal is to get that SSD inside, because basically taking games and moving them over to the SD, if you want to play it, you still got to move it back. So I mean it's cool. I'm not hating on that or anything. It's cool, but I don't really care about that. All my PS4 games are on that hard drive right now.
Yeah.
So
when do you think we're going to get the storage expansion update? You think that's going to be this year, summertime, the fall,
it's going to be
before the
it's gonna
holiday?
I think it's going to be around E3.
June, so 2 months.
Yeah.
They're not even going to be at E3 again.
But they're going to have an event, so to say something around then. So I think that's when they'll announce, hey, you can go get these certain types of SSDs to put in.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Did you already buy one?
Now I got one in the
shopping cart.
In the shopping cart, ready to go.
In the holster.
Yes, sir. Because they're going to jump up in price as soon as they're going to.
They're not going to. Amazon won't jack up the price, but people will buy them,
and it'll be hard to get them. Yep.
Yeah. Matt, new social features for the PS4 and PS5 are now out. So if you want to be on the PS4 and Noah's on the PS5, and you guys want to do some sharing and let him hand you your controller so you can quasi feel the power of the PS5 in your PS4 little hands, this feature is now available. So cross-generation share play is what it's called. PS4 and PS5 players can now share play together while chatting in parties. This means PS5 console users can let their friends on PS4 consoles view their game screen or even try out the PS5 games through share play and vice versa.
Nice. That's cool.
So get some, good father-son bonding time.
Sure.
Which these young adult men need in their life. You can play some baseball.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Yeah. I said, they need to be shaped.
Molded.
These minds molded and shaped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Request to join game session. A selection of your friends' joinable game sessions will now appear on both PS5 and PS4 consoles, allowing for more gameplay opportunities together. The request to join option also serves as a shortcut to sending a game invite, reducing the time it takes for you to get into games with friends. Some other features that came out were improved game-based personalization, disable game chat or adjust players' volume, and game update pre-download. I'm reading this over and going, doesn't this already exist? So there must be something I'm missing. So let me read the description. It says, once it's enabled by developers, title updates for games will pre-download to your console if the automatic updates setting is enabled and your console is on or in rest mode. This will let you start playing the latest version of a game immediately after the update's release. Now, don't we already have that?
I said, isn't that just automatic? I don't understand that one.
So
that's something that's already...
The only twist here, it says pre-download.
So
does that mean they know the update's in the chute, but it hasn't been released yet, and you're getting a pre-download before it's officially out? I mean, that's the only thing. Otherwise, I feel like this is already a feature like last gen.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, an update's an update, right? I don't get that. Is it becoming self-aware where it knows there's an update coming? And it's like, okay, there's an update coming. We're going to pre-download. Yeah, that don't make any sense. I don't understand that one.
You can customize your game library, so that means you can hide games that you are not interested in, or maybe you downloaded demos or betas or something like that that's clogging up stuff, so you can hide that. Screen zoom and new trophy settings and stats screens as well. The app has been updated with a bunch of new features too. So check out your app. I know I used the app yesterday to download a bunch of PS4 games. I actually was reading an article on Eurogamer telling you what are the best external hard drives to use. So I actually deleted everything off my current external and deleted all the saves because they were already up in the cloud. And then for Christmas I got a Samsung SSD external, and I used that because that's going to just reduce your load screens compared to the regular Passport external drive that I had. So I just, right from the app, before I went to bed last night. Said, I want to download, these 10 PS4 games to my external. Super convenient. And you woke up this morning and there was like the 10 notices from PlayStation, blah, 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 ready to play.
Nice.
I don't think their app gets enough credit for the improvements it's made compared to what it was last gen. And I hate to compare, this is what Xbox is doing. But at least and I know with the Xbox, they want to really push the Game Pass, so that's why you can't buy the games. But on the PlayStation app, I feel like I can do everything. The only thing I can't do on the PlayStation app is I don't think I can see screenshots I've taken. But I can look at my game library and download, and I can buy stuff.
Yeah, you can see screenshots.
Can you?
You can go into the settings and you can see them.
All right.
And a lot of times it does it. It takes them automatically, and you fill up. I have to go back and empty my
right.
photo.
It does it on the PS5, but can you see the screenshots on your phone too? That's what I'm talking about. The app, like, can you see it on the app?
I don't think so. You're right.
Yeah,
You can on the Xbox app. You can.
Yeah, not that it works that great. I think it's partly because the screenshots, like, by default, are like 4K. So it takes them a while to upload, and show up. But yeah, check out the app. I really like the PlayStation app. I think they've done good stuff, minus not being able to see screenshots. All right, Eric, this next one is for you. Where are you pumped? Okay. Resident Evil Showcase happened this week. They showed us, Resident Evil 4 VR for the Oculus Quest 2. A quick look at Village's Mercenaries mode, a new trailer for the Netflix CGI series Infinite Darkness, and some other bits and pieces from the series. No new Resident Evil games were announced. So where is your hype level when it comes to this? Let's bounce over to this.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped with it, man. I like the whole Resident Evil series. I thought they did announce because Jeremy hit me up. It was Resident Evil 4 in VR.
Yeah, for the Oculus Quest 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm look at that, man. That looks ridiculous, man. Wow. It'd be good if that was in VR too, but hey, I'll take it as I can get it.
I say that about a lot of things in life.
Yeah, so see the umbrella signal right there?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle. And this game, Village, has a lot to do with the character from the last one. The main guy, I think his name was what's his name? Evan or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
It's
really
coming out
wanting to
soon.
see.
It's coming out in May.
Yeah, I want to see how they tie it all in. It was good. And that chick is a vampire or whatever. The buxom chick.
Yeah, the very tall lady everyone's making fun of.
Yeah. Game was awesome, man.
You guys keep talking about that. Expand on that. I just got an important email to book my vaccination. I need to do that so I don't lose my place in line here. So you guys
do that. That's the chick right there, Matt. Look
Yeah.
Look at her sucking his hand. Jeez Louise.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. Graphics look great.
It's got that Resident Evil feel.
Remember 4 had with the town and everything? Has that?
4 was great. I played that in the Wii.
Yeah.
I played 4 in the Wii, man. 4 was a great game.
So I want to see how this story unfolds. It's a little right now I can't figure it out, but I'm sure once you get into it, it'll be
boss fights and all that. More puzzles. More puzzles. Look at that thing there.
Look at those things.
Look at those. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Which not to derail the conversation here, but which vaccine is it? Which vaccine is there one that's more preferable, like Pfizer or Moderna?
Yeah. I think the Pfizer one.
I
Don't
think
get
that's
the
fine.
Johnson & Johnson. That one's bad. Don't get that one. Get the Pfizer, I think.
Yeah. You get the Pfizer, Moderna, and then Johnson Johnson. Isn't there another one coming out? I
They
don't
took
know.
the Johnson & Johnson off the
6 people got a blood clot and they took it off. How many people
Yeah.
get? I'm not going to go down that road.
go.
All right.
Let's go. Resident Evil. I'm ready. I
So
got the
you're gonna
demo ready,
play
right?
you're gonna play the demo today.
Yeah. Turn this shit down. I am, sir. Want to see what's going on with it.
What do you think about the Oculus Quest? Well, first of all, let's back up. Resident Evil 4. Okay. What were your thoughts on that? Just as a flat game.
It was groundbreaking back in those days. You know what I mean? It was on the. It wasn't on the Wii. It was on the GameCube first, I believe. And it was groundbreaking, and I loved it, and it was great. So playing it in VR is going to be a treat for me. I think. Yeah.
And it's only coming to Oculus Quest 2. It's like there's no plans to bring that to PSVR.
I think it'll come to the PSVR 2. I don't think it's going to come to the PSVR though.
Shit, I could get
And that's cool.
I could get it today at 4:00.
There you go.
Not gonna do it though.
Man,
It's just too labor intensive to have it be on the PSVR.
I think so. But who knows, man? We'll see. I would love all the VR to come out. Let's go. Let's take it. I'm down.
All right.
Same whenever they go on sale.
Matt. You and Noah are going to play some of the. There's a demo. I think the demo is only available on the PS5. No, it's on the PS4 as well. When was the last time you fired up the PS4?
It's been a long time. It's been a while. It has been a while. Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. I might have to fire it up and get this. I know Noah's going to get it. I know
He's into the Resident Evil series.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have that girl over and say, let's play this scary game together.
Yeah.
I think so.
And this is how Matt's going to become a grandfather.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Sit on my lap.
We're done. We're done here.
We got to go. All right. Moving on. Eric, another one for you. It is time to ditch the cables for your Oculus Quest 2. So owners soon will be able to say goodbye to their cumbersome Oculus Link cables to play VR games on their PC. Oculus have announced that the standalone virtual reality headset is getting official wireless PC support via their new Oculus Air Link tech. The new feature will be introduced as part of their upcoming V28 software update and will be available first as an experimental mode before its full release later this year.
You can already do that.
Correct. You could do that via an app, a third-party app, but now you won't need to do that.
Yeah.
They do say you need a pretty robust, Eric, Wi-Fi network in order to make use of the Oculus Air Link. To get the best experience, Oculus recommends using a 5G network connection or an AC or AX router, which is connected via Ethernet to your PC.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm good.
And if you don't have that, they're not taking the functionality away. You can still use your cables if you prefer. they're saying, if you want to experience the highest quality visuals, then using Oculus Link with the USB-C is the way to go.
Yeah. I should be good when that drops. Because I got my router right there. So
Is that an exciting thing for you?
to play it wirelessly?
Yeah. We're not a big
really.
deal.
It's not a big deal because my computer's right here and the headset, I just sit in this chair. I mean, how far? It's no big deal to me.
How is this supercomputer doing?
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's doing great. Yeah.
and you're doing most of your VR stuff on there.
Yeah, I do VR on it, and just it's mainly used for YouTube videos.
The creating and processing of the videos.
That's it. That's it. That's why I use it for most.
Now, if you want to play those TVs behind you, you just turn around and sit in the game chair and play.
Yeah,
you
just like this.
Is there a couch or anything like that you would sit on, or no?
Nah. No. I have another chair over there. That's for when Jonna comes in and wants to get him.
Well, we know what happens then.
We know, yeah.
I turn the lights down, put on some soft music, and I make her dance. Yeah, right. She can't dance.
She can't dance.
Not even close.
It's like me when I try and dance all sexy. It's all awkward and shit.
Yeah, it looks retarded. But I like the whole VR thing. I like the way they're going. I think they're going to put out another VR 3. That's what they said. Facebook is trying to come out with. So
Oculus Quest 3.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
You're gonna burn people up, man.
It's Facebook, man.
I wonder if my work is going to buy the new Oculus Quest, because we've got some Oculus. We got a couple at work.
Yeah, let's just let everybody share that shit right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's just walking through buildings and shit like that.
Corona. Fresh set of Corona on your face.
Last news story here. Alexa Game Pass functionality is out, and I was not able to. Shut up, Alexa. Stop. I'm going to refer to her as Odessa for the rest of this. But Amazon is now allowing Xbox owners to download Xbox Game Pass games using Odessa. The feature doesn't require Odessa users to immediately install a skill. It can be invoked by saying, Odessa, download Xbox game from Xbox Game Pass. I tried it out this morning, and it didn't recognize the 3 games I gave it. It says, do not recognize this title. Please try again with a different game title.
Great.
If you already haven't linked Alexa to an Xbox, then you'll be prompted to set up the link when you attempt to download a game with your voice for the first time. This will require the Xbox skill to be installed through the Odessa app. You see yourselves using this at all?
No.
No, not really. I don't,
Yeah. Why not?
I don't see the reason for it.
I won't even remember to do that. I won't remember that. Not even. I use Alexa to turn my lights on.
Yeah, I do that.
Well, I tried it out. I mean, you see. I tried it out this morning. It didn't work. I mean, it would be nice. I sit here at work, right? I work off a laptop, but I have my monitors up, looking at Twitter during the day, and someone says, Major Nelson might tweet out, hey, this game, surprise, Monday, this game's now available on on Game Pass. And then I would go ahead and then tell Odessa to download it. But if it doesn't work, if it can't find the game, what good does that do me?
None.
Yeah.
Dumb. I don't see the point of it.
I think Alexa's. I'm sorry. I got Alexas everywhere. I got even in these 2 8Ks right here. It's Alexa in them, and I can say Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa's in everything.
Yeah.
All right, so that's like a pretty crystal clear 2 thumbs down. Phil, we didn't like that idea at all. Phil thought he was throwing you a bone there, but
Yeah.
shot down.
Yeah.
Phil's trying to do too much, I think, Matt. I mean, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's doing too much, bro. He's
I don't
calm.
know.
I mean, we're here in April 18th, right?
Yeah.
About 2 months, little shy of 2 months away from E3, guys. What do you think? What are your expectations for E3 for Xbox? Do you think they're coming in like slow and steady, like they're just going to give you like Halo Infinite and like a handful of other things, or you think they're going to come in guns blazing? Now they got these 23 studios.
I don't think they have anything to blaze the guns with just yet. I think they're developing. I think they might show
They
some.
better, man. How many years go by where we just say they don't have anything? They don't have anything.
Exactly.
Some taste of some stuff maybe, but nothing that won't be coming out till 2023, something like that, 2024. But PlayStation, I think they're kind of backed up against the wall right now. They're going to show some stuff, whether it be indies or not. Like some of the PlayStation indies are fantastic, like that Kanye game, whatever it's called.
Right. Yep.
That thing looks great. I think they're going to go that route.
I think Xbox is going to a lot of Game Pass shit.
Yeah.
They're going to hype that up, talk about a bunch of that shit. I don't know, maybe some teasers for some games that might come out in a couple years or something.
Well, they're definitely going to show you Infinite, I would assume, right? If they don't have Infinite ready to show you, like the multiplayer, like at some point they got to show you more about that game and make a comeback, right? Especially if it's supposed to come out this December holiday season.
Yeah.
Well, the last time they had a showcase, they showed a little bit of Perfect Dark at the very end, that new studio. Do they have any more of that to show you?
Yeah, they're probably.
Does Bethesda have anything new to show you? We certainly know it's not going to be Fallout 5, but do they have any Elder Scrolls, like Elder Scrolls 6 ready to show? Do they have Starfield ready to show you?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe something with this new Mass Effect remake coming out, maybe.
Well, that's not Xbox. That's EA. But I mean, if they might have it in there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who's got marketing priority on that, PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any idea what Starfield is? Is it like Fallout in space? Well, I don't know anything about that game.
I don't know. Maybe
It
we'll know
probably,
more.
it probably is.
I mean, it's a Todd Howard game, so I didn't know what the big appeal to that game was. Like, are we doing Fallout stuff in a different area, or is it a total different universe and no parallel storylines? I am completely in the dark about that game. I've done zero research on it.
I mean, it looks good. The little trailer that they have, it looks cool.
Mm-hmm. That's old, right? Isn't that like a couple year or two?
Yeah. Came out in 2018, 2019.
Poof. So a lot of water under the bridge there. Matt, what is your big bold prediction for E3? Lay it on me. Something wild, something scandalous.
I don't know. My mind's blanking because I don't know what something way out there. Live Xbox Live is going away, and it's going to be all just Game Pass and shit. No more Xbox Live. You're going to have to subscribe to Game Pass to be able to do your live and all that shit.
I'm going to predict either Discord. They're going to buy E3. They're going to either acquire Discord and bundle that into Xbox somehow, or Uplay is going to go to Game Pass.
There you go.
They're going for the knockout blow. They're going for the knockout blow, Eric, and they're going to force PlayStation's hand to do something with PlayStation Now.
I guess if PlayStation keeps bringing the bangers, though, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
It's a hell of a thing.
If they keep bringing the heat, like the Last of Us type stuff and all these games they got lined up.
That's why I was a little disappointed to see them just do a Last of Us remake. You know, we talked about that last week.
that wasn't needed, but
I mean, financially, I guess I can see where, all right, it's been 8 years. It released originally on the PS3. Okay? People don't forget that. They think that it was on the PS4, but Last of Us was a PS3 game. It was remastered for the PS4, but now this is going to be a remake, not a remaster.
and they'll probably bring it out and throw it in Plus. You think?
And very interesting. Depends on how much.
Just like they did,
Depends on how
Final
much
Fantasy.
dollars that cost.
I don't know.
How about a teaser for Uncharted 5 for E3?
I'd take that. I'd take anything they've done. I'd take the become human thing again. I'd take some of that. Hey, let's go.
think there's I mean, as much as I want to see Uncharted 5, I think there's a better chance of seeing Horizon. What is it, Zero West or Forbidden West? Is that what it's called?
Forbidden West,
Yeah. Aloy's now in
Fortnite.
I says PS5 Pro. Wouldn't that would piss people off, man?
Oh man, too soon.
Too soon.
I mean, they could announce it, but it probably won't come out till 2023, late 23, something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
VR 2. I know they're going to show some stuff for that probably.
Yeah.
That
Some
could be where they
game.
announced when the PS5 VR comes out.
Yeah.
You gonna be buying a Switch Pro
Yeah.
without the Switch Blue? Did you see the Blue was announced this week?
Yeah, I don't need the blue. I need the Pro though.
Need the Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
see
they
the
need
blue.
to they need to have the Pro, and they need to show the Pro and a new Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever. That's what they need to show.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably what's going to launch with the system.
Yeah, it's gonna be outstanding.
As Eric would say, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight as a frog's ass. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. That's all I have
I like
for this. What? You looking at the blue
I like that blue. Yeah, I like that color.
for the light?
Yeah. It's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
It's a nice shade.
So by next week, we're going to have impressions on Eric playing through Resident Evil, the demo, right?
Yeah.
We'll have some impressions on the baseball, right? We'll try to on MLB The Show 21.
We need to do that
We'll
home
do that
run
the home run derby audio test
Yep.
with the
Yeah, we need to do
Xbox
that.
headset. We'll have that, and hopefully by then I will have finished Outriders.
Okay. Next week's going to be action-packed show then.
Action packed. Anything else? Did I miss anything else this week?
I think we're
Oh, I
good.
think we got a voicemail. I forgot I got a voicemail.
Oh,
Let's get your voicemail.
And we got a voicemail, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, man, butter figures. What's up, gentlemen? What's up? Bright and early. Yeah. How about bright and early? I'm up before the sun. On in before the sun even rises. It's dark outside. The birds are chirping. The dawn of the new day is about to begin. Yeah. Beautiful. Back in spring, I think. Sun's turning about today. Think it's going to be a little bit warmer. Yep. Turning that corner. Little bit of a backlash of winter there, but we'll make it. We'll make it. We'll make it. So what's going on, gentlemen? What's going on? Early one today. Early, huh? Early bird gets the worm. Yeah.
Has he said anything yet?
So anyway,
Yeah, yes,
one
I-
grandson we're playing, so it takes two. I got to say the game is outstanding. I highly recommend it. If nobody's on playing it, I mean, if you're on the fence or anything and you have someone to play with, definitely do it. Great,
He's got that morning voice.
game. And this week is what? Let's Play Bowl on the Game Pass. Yeah. So I have a few questions for Matt because Matt seems to be the guy who's been playing the show the most. So Matt, if I was to play the show, and I'm going to play like, what would you say, like, franchise or whatever, I'm going to be the Yankees, of course. But anyway, like, what's a good inning, Matt? For, I don't want to be there forever playing. Like, is 3 too short? Is 7 too long? Maybe 5? Is 5 good? Or, I don't know. Just give me some ideas, man. What settings I should put this at so I could play some games. I'll sim all the other ones. I don't want to play the Red Sox. I can't stand them. But try to get through a season maybe or something. I don't know. Give me some ideas, man. Give me some ideas. I'm looking to you, buddy. Looking to you. Yeah, that's
5
good,
and 8
but hey, that's a
Yankees.
lot. Like I said, it takes two. Outstanding game again. I know I said that, but really, everybody should play it. I think if you can play with someone, definitely play it. Great game. Anyway, guys, Have a great day. Have a great week. Take care. Have fun. Play games. Arrivederci.
So, MLB The Show, 9 inning games. You got to do 9 innings. I mean, you got to do it. It goes by quick. The games go by quick. 9 innings. Go and mess with the sliders to make it enjoyable for you to play. I usually play on veteran mode, which one that is, and kind of adjust my sliders a little bit to fine tune the game for me. Usually up my contact, my hitting, just because I'm old and slow, and sometimes the ball it's too fast to see on screen, so I adjust that some. But yeah, definitely do 9 innings. It's the sweet spot, and it's what a game is. You can turn off presentations and all that shit too to make the game go faster if you want, but the game goes by pretty quick. You can probably get a game in probably about an hour or so, I would imagine, something like that.
You do Road to the Show, right?
Yep.
You don't.
I do Road to the Show.
You don't do franchise, so you start out in AA. How quickly can you go to AA to the pros?
It depends on your character, but within, I don't know, a few gameplay sessions, you can jump up. Of course, you can always skip ahead, and do shit to where, if you don't want to play every game. And if you're doing Road to the Show, you can also customize that where you can either play every play or any play that affects you or something like that. So you don't have to play the whole thing. But I do Road to the Show, and then I do play regular exhibition games. I'll get in the franchise for a while also, play some of those. It's a good all around game.
I am desperately waiting to hear about the DualSense with it, because I'll play it for free on Xbox, but if the DualSense is out of this world good, then I might have to dabble on the PlayStation and just feel that immersion,
Yeah, and the good thing is there's crossplay, so it doesn't matter what system you get it on.
Yeah. All right. I know Jay mentioned a terrible topic, but during this whole time I'm getting, now that I have more responsibility at work, people are texting me about a work-related issue, so I have to jump off the podcast and deal with that. So that's what happens when you record in the morning. People are up and trying to get a hold of you. So
yep.
Matt is going to scour the internet. His homework next week is to scour the internet for the best terrible topics he can find. If anybody has any out there that you would like him to read, you can also submit those to us.
Yep, Maniac sent me something. So
okay. Unfortunately, Jay, I apologize. I do have to run and deal with the work-related issue. So let's wrap her up, Matt. Shout-outs, plugs.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us early this morning. It was awesome. So it's great being here and early in the morning. You got a free night now tonight. It's a lot of fun.
Pants-free party.
Pants-free party, baby.
A little PFP action.
Barb doesn't even know what's going on right now. She doesn't even know that we're recording right now, and I got a free night.
She worked last night?
No, she was off this weekend.
So she's gonna be well rested and good to go, huh?
Like a thoroughbred. I
hope so.
All right, Eric, you and your glorious 8K TVs. Any new wares to show off this week? Anything that came in the mail? Do we have a mailbag episode for this week? Anything?
Nothing.
Any tchotchkes?
My wife just walked in real quick.
Oh, okay.
We about to.
She's going to show off her dance moves that Eric says she does.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Out for breakfast?
No, we're going to IKEA, right?
Oh yeah.
Going to IKEA to get something for something. I don't know.
Good luck with that.
Something.
Yeah.
Something
All
for
right.
something.
Thanks everybody for joining in the chat. I got Bibbs. I got who else? Jay. That's about it, right? All right. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Fred French was there.
Double F in there. Okay. And that's it.
I says you got to subscribe to Glovebox Gaming to see the new toys that they're not revealed on Bad Fodder Figures.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They're behind a paywall.
Yeah. Right.
You like the shirt, John?
He said, "You like the shirt, John?" He said, "You like the shirt, John?"
Oh, your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
She got it.
Pink.
See? You should wear it to IKEA today.
Now she's going to be a Marine Corps mom.
Careful with those hands. What you grabbing there?
I can do that.
No. Maniac says you're buying Christmas trees today.
No, not today, bro.
Yeah, they're on sale now.
No.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody showing up. I know we did this a little earlier today, but I got shits to do tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging out.
Joe just got better since you are.
Uh-oh. Yes. Matt's speechless.
I don't know what to say right now.
Matt's very nervous.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Jonna's best friend Sean. He's having his cancer surgery very soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's give a shout out to him, and hopefully everything works out well for Zion Tane.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Otherwise, this has been 159. Everybody have a good evening. I've relieved you of all your duties. You have no responsibilities tonight. So,
That's it.
Thank you.
Yep.
We got honeydews to do.
Oh, Eric. Oh.
All right. Let's play the little jingle so they can get to it.
I do it constantly, bro.
All right. Talk to you
Oh my
later.
goodness.
All right.